should go first, Sabine.
No, Ezra. Your orders are to stay back and protect the asset. This place is crawling with bucket heads.
Sabine, let's be optimistic.
Hey, stop right there.
You were saying?
It's only 2 stormtroopers. There could have been a lot more. See? Optimistic.
Stay right where you are.
You go protect our cargo, and I'll distract them.
But
Go!
Quick, after them. How are we supposed to get up there? There have to be steps. Remind me to tell Agent Callis that we need more steps in the sphere. Copy that. Not again. Why do they keep doing that? I just saw more rebels heading towards the south corner. Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? You're all clear, kid.
not bad.
Well, I've had some experience in these types of situations.
Okay, you stay here and wait for the intel. I'm gonna go help Sabine. Not that she needs my help.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Star Wars Weekend's host, James Arnold Taylor.
Welcome! How are you? Welcome to Star Wars Weekend's Week 4. Who was here week 1? Week 2? Week 3? Week 4? Oh, paying attention. Okay, good. We have got some amazing shows for you. My name is James Arnold Taylor, your event host here. I'm so excited about this show because I think we may have 1 or 2 Rebels fans in the audience today, yes? Just 1 or 2 Rebels fans. It's the Rebels show, yes? Do we have any Rebels fans? Oh, there you are. I know, it's hot. It's hot. Believe me, it's hot. I am excited to be here. And, you know, I've been known to voice a character or 2 in the world of Star Wars. Clone Wars. Do we have any Clone Wars fans? My goodness, look at. So this is actually just a small, see, after you do 6 seasons of a show, and you do so many different voices, it's actually a small sampling of some of the voices I got to do on Clone Wars. Of course, we have Jedi Master Plo Koon, and I was the voice of Plo Koon on the show, which was great. Reiko Hardeen, which was actually Obi-Wan Kenobi undercover as Hardeen. It was very complicated. And then you've got O.C. Sobek. And O.C. Sobek, I came up with the voice, giving a little Christopher Walken meets Al Pacino, and you get O.C. Sobek. So there you go. It was a lot of fun. Kingman Chucho sounded like my character Johnny Test, who's totally awesome. So, well, I gotta tell you, my favorite character to do on Clone Wars was, of course, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. There he is, looking so handsome there. That was from Rebels, Season 1, Episode 1, where I got to go back and play him again. It was a great honor for me to be able to do that. And in case you missed it, take a look at the screens.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed, and our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere, and in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
Now, the coolest thing about doing that, thank you so much, is because I, of course, got to play Obi-Wan in Clone Wars. And again, Clone Wars fans, thank you all, because we have a very special show here today, because we have a Rebels and Clone Wars star with us, and I'm very, very excited about that. But I want to catch you up on Rebels. If you don't know about Rebels, if you've been brought in here, what is this Star Wars Rebels? Well, we've got all these fantastic characters. Kanan, who is a Jedi, who has been forced to run from the Emperor and his attack on all of the Jedi since Order 66. Ezra, who is trying to teach. You've got Zeb, Hera, Sabine, Chopper, the Inquisitor, who has been very evil, running after them. But rather than talk about it, I thought I'd show you, and maybe I'll get out of this. We won't have any more bucketheads coming to get us. But take a look at the screens. Let's look at Season 1 of Star Wars Rebels. Check it out.
How's it going?
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting.
Who is that kid? You want to ride? Whoa.
What happened down there?
He did.
All troopers, focus your fire on the Jedi.
Come with me and be trained in the ways of the Force. You can learn what it truly means to be a Jedi.
That thing's not a Wookiee.
That's an Imperial Star Destroyer. You need to board the transport and warn them.
No way. Why would I risk my life for a bunch of strangers?
Because Kanan risked his for you. If all you do is fight for your own life, then your life is worth nothing. They need you, Ezra. They need you right now.
We stole TIE Fighter. You what?
He's taking it better than I thought.
Bring it.
Do we have to? Do or do not. There is no try.
What does that even mean? How can I do something if I don't try to do it?
Actually, that one always confused me too, but Master Yoda sure used to say it a lot. I am the Inquisitor.
Does yours do that?
Come on, let's go. Okay, let's start the celebration.
Copy that. Commencing festivities.
Ahead of you a difficult path there is, Padawan. A Jedi. You may it be. I don't believe it. It's a lightsaber crystal.
Name's Calrissian. Lando Calrissian.
Shields won't hold long under this barrage.
Sabine, we got targets incoming. Let's move.
Kanan!
I'm sorry, but you must focus on your next objective.
But Fulcrum, Kanan is our objective.
That's not regulation. I kinda like it.
Professor's found Kanan by now.
Who's that?
I don't know, but I think they're on our side.
Fulcrum.
Ahsoka. My name is Ahsoka Tano. This is a new day. A new beginning.
Not to worry, Agent Callus. The Emperor has sent an alternative solution.
What do you think, Star Wars Rebels Season 1? Come on! So, if you were a Clone Wars fan, you noticed a very familiar face there at the end. I heard a few cheers. We're going to have to put some big cheers together because she's here. She's here now. She's going to talk to us. I'm so excited about our first guest because a dear friend, we've worked together for 10 years in the world of Star Wars. But before we bring her out, let's take a look at her in action here. Check it out.
That's our signal. Let's get going. Come, yeah. I'm gone. Go!
If it isn't Skywalker, they'll be obnoxious pet.
Hold on. I sense something up there.
I agree.
What are you doing here?
The real fight is about to begin.
I can't stay here any longer.
My name is Ahsoka Tano. This is a new day, a new beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Eckstein! great. Welcome to the Theater of the Stars.
Thank you.
Yes, and welcome to Rebels. You got
So
that.
exciting, right?
Yeah, you got that call a while ago, and so in the world of Star Wars, you know it's all very secretive. I guess there's a new movie being made or something. Yeah, there's all that. Yeah, there's Rebels last year. If you joined us at Star Wars Weekends last year, there was talk of this show. We were celebrating it and getting people into it, but now here it is. What a difference a year makes in a season, and you get to talk a little bit about it.
Yes.
How did all of that come about?
It was a hard secret to keep because I found out that Ahsoka was coming back on Star Wars Rebels a little over a year ago. And then I had to come to Star Wars Weekends last year, and everyone asked me, is Ahsoka going to be Rebels? And I had to say, well, it's too soon to tell, you know?
It's very hard. But so, let's go back, 10 years now that we've been working in the world of Star Wars for Clone Wars. And we got a call many, many years ago to do these characters in this little show called Clone Wars. And you get this character, Ahsoka Tano, explained to you. Back then, what was the explanation of Ahsoka, and who originally told you? Was it Dave Filoni?
Yes, it was. Actually, I was cast as Ahsoka Tano, and they wouldn't tell me what role I was cast as. I got a call from my agent, and they said that you booked a new role in the Star Wars animated show.
Okay. And
they said it's a new character, so we can't even tell you. I didn't know who I was playing until I showed up on the first day of work.
But you had auditioned for it, though, right?
I had auditioned for it, but they were very generic lines.
Yeah.
So they were just Star Wars lines.
Sure.
Like, I'm going to fight in the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
but anyone could have said that.
But they needed to hear Ashley's voice and see what her character could give and what you could give acting-wise, and you gave a great, the only person that could be Ahsoka was you. It was perfect how it all came together. And I remember when we all first came into the studio together, we were working, it was you and me and Matt Lanter, and I was actually doing Plo Koon's voice the first time I believe we worked together.
Yes.
And really fun to hear the two of you together.
It was back in 2006. So we were working together that long, and we worked on it for 2 years before the audience actually found out about the show. So it was really exciting, and I know a lot of people did not like Ahsoka at first.
No. Well, I think that sometimes it's kind of like, well, who is this? She was kind of a young kid, and Anakin was calling her Snips and all this, but then she really, and I've said this many times to you, and throughout all the years of Star Wars Weekends, Ahsoka became my favorite character in the Clone Wars, and just such an awesome character, an awesome Jedi. And she had quite an arc in the Clone Wars. I don't want to give any spoilers for people, but the reason she's back is she was not a Jedi when she left, and the last time we saw her.
Yes, in the beginning, like I said, she had her haters, but then I feel like she won people over, and then everyone became worried because they were like, wait a minute, Ahsoka's not in episode 3, so what happens to Ahsoka? And many people said Ahsoka has to die. Well, if you're not a Jedi, then technically you can survive Order 66, right?
That's right, and she did. She managed to do so. But and she has a great history with Obi-Wan and Anakin and all these great things, these great times we've had, but we also get to work in the studio on other things. And a couple of weeks ago, before all of this happened, I walk into the studio to do a session for this show, Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, that you may all know. And I do several different voices on that show. And who do I see in the studio but Matt Lanter, who plays Anakin on the Clone Wars. And then, behind him, is Ashley Eckstein. And then we had Phil Lamar in the studio, and that's us. That was I did a little selfie of us there. And that's Phil Lamar in the Dodgers cap. And Phil is the voice of Bail Organa, Kit Fisto, and many other characters on the Clone Wars. And then that's Diedrich Bader, the actor who also voiced Batman and others. Just doing a little photobomb in the background there. It's nice of Diedrich to photobomb us. So that's us in the studio a few weeks ago. How was that being together?
It's so much fun. I think with a voiceover, that was my favorite part, is that, we've been working together for so long, and we become a family.
Yeah.
So now that Clone Wars is over, it's exciting to just run into each other in the studio. I ran into D. Bradley Baker the other day, and we definitely created lifelong friendships.
It certainly was a family, and D. Bradley Baker, of course, is the voice of every single clone on the show. Also, more characters than any one actor ever played on that show. It's fantastic stuff. So we have such a family thing here. It's great, but one of the things I think that is the coolest thing that's come out of you being in the world of Star Wars is her universe. And everybody know her universe? So we have 16 folks here, maybe know? Now, if we don't, oh, that's a very small picture there. Okay, let's see. And look at that. There you are.
Oh,
and
well,
you're
there
in the
you
same
go.
outfit.
Yes.
So, Ashley, explain to us what Her Universe is.
Well, Her Universe is a merchandise line in the community for female fans because I've always been a fangirl. I've always loved Star Wars.
Yeah.
And when Clone Wars first started, I wanted a Star Wars shirt made for me.
As opposed to just a guy's shirt that you gotta wear and shrink and cut and change.
Exactly. And I quickly realized that they didn't make stuff for girls. That I had to go to the men's and boys section if I wanted Star Wars stuff. So Lucasfilm was incredibly supportive, and they actually let me start Her Universe. And it's Star Wars clothes just for girls and
That's right.
women.
Isn't that cool? There's a few girls here that like Star Wars, I think. One or two, yeah?
Yes.
Absolutely. And you can go to Darth Small, and you have all the Her Universe stuff there, and you can see it all. This is awesome right here. That's a sweater with X-Wings on it.
Thank you. Yes, it is. We have a Her Universe boutique in Darth Small, and there's stuff for girls, women. We have plus sizes.
We have a few guys getting it sometimes too, I've noticed.
You know what? There are a few guys wearing our shirts, and I think that's the ultimate compliment. We have a shirt that says Ahsoka lives.
Well, and now tell us about some of the design, because Dave Filoni, the supervising director of Clone Wars and Rebels, he designed several shirts for you as well, didn't he?
He has. You know what people don't realize is, if you look at Star Wars, all of the gorgeous costumes and gowns, Dave Filoni designs a lot of those. So I have him on speed dial. And I call him all the time.
Oh, that's a great one. So
Yeah.
Han Solo, it's just
Solo.
fun stuff. And again, you see it throughout the park. You see all these people wearing this fantastic stuff. This is Her Universe. This stuff is actually created. I just think it's a fantastic thing. And I wish you nothing but luck with all of it as it's been going so very well for many years. But more and more, check it out at Darth Maul. You definitely want to. But another thing that's going on is Ahsoka does live. Ahsoka is a whole new character in Rebels. And I know we can't get into too much of it, but what was it like getting in the studio again and then voicing this character? Was it different?
It was definitely different because Ahsoka's older now, as we see. Ahsoka is about 32 years old. So
Really?
when we left her in Clone Wars, Ahsoka was about 16 and a half.
Okay.
And now she's 32, so she's grown up quite a bit. So I had to lower my voice. And the good thing is I'm just 33. So I told Dave, I'm like, I don't know if my voice sounds low enough. And he said, well, just talk in your regular voice now.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty much the same age as Ahsoka. So the difference is Ahsoka is more of the teacher now,
Right.
versus in Clone Wars, she was more of a student. So I had to channel some Obi-Wan.
Yes, very good, yes. That's right. No, it is strange whenever you have to do something that is in just your regular voice. It's always strange for me being a character like that. And there's something else I'm noticing about Ahsoka here is she has lightsabers, which I think is good, but they're white. Are they white?
Yes, they are white lightsabers, and I've gotten this question a lot. Everyone says, why are they white? Well, Dave Filoni said that white, it means neutral. Because Ahsoka, she's not a Jedi anymore, and she's, well, we'll find out, she's not exactly one of the rebels. She's not on their gang, but she's not the dark side. She's neutral. She's on her own journey.
She went through so much in the Clone Wars that really kind of like, I don't know who to trust or what to feel. I'm going to just kind of get away from all of this. And now she's feeling pulled back in. Every time she thinks she's out, they pull her back in, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we'll find out where she actually got the white crystals for her lightsabers.
Yeah.
But it does mean that she's neutral.
Okay. Very interesting stuff. So, outside of that, is there any top secret stuff? I mean, you've been there in the studio now. Now, when you recorded, were you with the cast? Did they know that you were there?
Yes, in the beginning I recorded by myself because it was so top secret, but now I'm getting to record with the cast, and it is a different dynamic. I feel because we've been doing it for so long, I feel like the veteran.
and it's at we record at the same studios as Clone Wars was recorded, so that's always kind of strange to walk in and then expect to see all those faces. But I think you did have a familiar face one time. There's a character that we've mentioned here that has been announced. Is it okay to kind of give away
Yes,
this one
we can
character?
talk
You know
about
what I'm
it.
talking about?
I was recording in the studio one day, and in walks D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah.
And I realized that Captain Rex is back on Star Wars Rebels.
Pretty cool. Very fun. Dee is one of the most talented voice actors in Hollywood. He's truly amazing. He can make any sound, creature effect, or whatever, but also a brilliant actor bringing life to every clone. And Rex was just really such a favorite, so that must have been really great to have him there.
It was great. They have video of it, and I have to admit, I cried. You know, Dave says that Ahsoka doesn't cry, that she's tough, and Ashley, I got all emotional. But it's a really cool. Well, I can't say too much.
Well, I know, it'd be great. So can you give us anything else? Is there any other little secrets, anything that nobody else has given so far?
There's not too much I can say. I can say, you know, Ahsoka has questions this season. She wants to know who this mysterious Sith Lord is.
Yes.
But that's all I can say.
It's all top secret, isn't it?
It's
Okay. There's been some disturbances. Oh, hey, John! Where's going on? Are those fucking heads back? You know Ashley, right? So wait, what is that? Dave Filoni? What? Secret footage of season 2 that nobody's seen until today. If we show it to them right now, if they want to see it, footage that hasn't been seen any other week? Really? Well, I guess if they want to see it, but I don't know. What do you think? Should we?
I think we should show it.
And it's got an intro from Dave Filoni. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, new footage of season 2, Star Wars Rebels. Dave Filoni, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Chopper, and hello, Star Wars Week and Star Wars fans. I am Dave Filoni, executive producer of Star Wars Rebels, and I want to thank you for all the support we got in season 1 of the series. We've had a really fun time introducing all our new characters and all these new adventures. And for those of you that are new to the saga, or new especially to Star Wars Rebels, it's a story that takes place between episode 3 and 4 of the film. And it tells the story of a band of rebels, a small band of rebels as they come together as a family and they fight back against the evil Galactic Empire. And especially, it's a story about one young boy, Ezra Bridger, and his journey to try to become a Jedi Knight. But always more exciting than talking about Star Wars, though I love talking about Star Wars, is watching Star Wars. So please, enjoy this look ahead at Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels.
Fighter coming in at Mark 3. Too fast.
Fleet, raise deflector shields.
We've lost Phoenix 1 and 2.
He's heading right for us.
Enemy fighters making for the command ship.
Ocean 1 fighter best our entire squadron.
Your pilots are outmatched, Commander.
What are you doing?
Getting involved.
Not without me, you're not.
Let's go. Ezra, come on.
All right, if I tag along?
The more the merrier.
Whoa! I think I know what you're talking about, this dark figure. There he is. And we gave this information away last week. Voiced none other by James Earl Jones is back, voicing Darth Vader in Star Wars Rebels. I mean, that was great. Is there anything else? Really? Okay. I think he has some more if you want to see it. If you mind, Ashley, do you want to check this out?
Yeah.
Okay. So do I. Then look again. Check it out.
Things are getting worse, just as they did back when I was your age. But back then, there were 10,000 Jedi Knights protecting the galaxy. Now,
there's just you and me.
We rob from the Empire, give to the needy. A noble cause.
Yeah.
I'm on my mark.
Gotcha!
Mission accomplished.
Lord Vader.
Yes, Master.
The rebels of the Lothal system. Hunt them down.
As you wish.
Fighter coming in at Mark 3.
Squeeze both off until someone reveals the whereabouts of these traitors.
For the good of Lothal, we have to leave.
All right, if I tag along?
More the merrier.
Fighting alongside soldiers isn't what I signed up for.
We are fighting a bigger fight.
We can't just run.
Ezra, we were lucky to survive. The fear, the anger, the hate. I haven't sensed a presence like that since
The Clone Wars.
My name is Rex, Captain. 501st Clone Battalion. I fought with Commander Tano during the Clone Wars. A friend of hers is a friend of mine.
Everyone, hang on!
For those, we are off on an adventure.
Rex, keep those ties off our back.
Working on it!
Surrender or be destroyed.
I hope you brought a better class of soldier than those stormtroopers.
They'll all be coming now.
I'm not afraid.
that's what worries me.
Your master has deceived you into believing you can become a Jedi.
Whoa! Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels premieres Saturday, June 20th, 8 o'clock on Disney XD. I know I'll be watching. I think you'll be watching, Ashley. Chopper, of course, you'll be experiencing the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, have we had fun? Are we pumped for Season 2 of Rebels? Then show some love for our very special guest, Ashley Eckstein! Thank you all so much. And Ashley, if you could join us, I think there's really only one way, and you know all too well how we like to close these things, right?
Of course.
Then, may the Force be with you. Thank you so much!